The world of work is constantly evolving, bringing with it opportunities but also risks for workers globally. African economies are registering high economic growth, high rates of industrialization and urbanization, and growth in entrepreneurship. This means that there are new and increasing industrial and social risks and limited protection, which puts pressure on public administration systems to adapt. In South Africa, the number of small businesses and informal economy workers is increasing, and they are the most vulnerable.
Social protection includes policies and programs which aim to reduce poverty and vulnerability. They reach large sections of the population. It's called protection because the aim is to reduce people's exposure to social and economic risk.
In South Africa, we have a number of social security systems in place, some by social development, some by other departments. And then we also have a few compensation funds, such as your unemployment insurance fund. However, that's housed in the Department of Labour.
The Unemployment Insurance Fund is a government entity reporting under the Department of Labour. It was established to provide short-term insurance to workers who have become unemployed. It's so important, especially in the current economic times. As we know, in South Africa, there's high unemployment levels. So this couldn't have been a better time for UIF to come in and provide relief to those people who lose their jobs.
Over 1 million women in South Africa are currently employed as domestic workers, and they are an essential part of the labour force. Often, they are the sole providers for their families, and when their income is lost, even for a short time, a chance at creating an equal society is also lost.
Igama lami ngu-Elizabeth Ngwenya. Ngihlala e-Orange Farm, ngineminyaka ewu-52. La ekhaya ngihlala ngedwa. Kusho ukuthi indoda eyayingishadile yashona ngo-2015. Umntwana benginaye oyi-1 washona ngo-2013. Manje la sengisebenza khona sengisebenza emakhishini as a domestic, ngiyaklina, ngiyawasha, ngiya-ayina. Umuntu mangitshela nge-UIF ngicabanga ukuthi kuzoba khona ukuthi kube nemali efanele idonswe kule mali engiyitholayo kwenzele ukuthi mhlase amandla sewaphelile ngikwazi ukuyithola back leyo mali kube imali engiyiphilisa ngayo. Abantu engibasebenzelayo abakakhulumi ngaleyo nto leyo ye-UIF abakazi. Akungiphathi kahle ngoba angazi noma ngiregistered or angikho registered, kusho ukuthi mangaqala ngagula kakhulu kuzofanele ukuthi ngihlale nje ekhaya, kuzobe kungana income, kuzobe kungana next.
In 2003, it was stipulated that domestic workers should be registered with the Department of Labour, that employers and employees should contribute to the UIF, and that workers should have formal employment contracts that clearly state their working hours, their remuneration rates, and procedures for terminating contracts.
The biggest challenge that we face at the UIF is the non-compliance by the employers. First, small employers do not contribute to the UIF. And once their employees come to claim for UIF, you find that the employers have not been paying UIF.
To date, there are 670,000 domestic workers registered with the UIF. The UIF has also strengthened its enforcement penalties and regulated against third-party agents charging contributors for registration in ways that penalize them. It is imperative that the administration of benefits is as cost-effective as possible for vulnerable and low-income workers to ensure that adequate benefits are received.
Lebitso la ka ke nna Refilwe Moncho, ke nna mo social ngube mo di-XX. Ke na le bana ba 3 banyana fela. Ke na le 44 years. I ke bereke ke mo hae, and then 20 years ke le domestic work. Nkile ka claim for UIF ka hore ke berekile 20 years, at least ke tlo kry tšheletenyana, and then engwe ne nka e safer, and then engwe ka e berekisa dilo tsaka. My dreams ke go kry mmereko, ke bereke, ke kgone go tsentsha bana ba ka sekolo. Se solo thata-thata go isa bana ba ka sekolo.
Across South Africa, in urban and rural centres, at taxi ranks and pedestrian thoroughfares, there are more than 530,000 street traders, 70% of whom are women.
Lana njengoba sihweba emgaqweni asikho formal cause sinama permit esidayisa elento esiwanikeziwe. Lama permit awasizi ndawo, asikwazi ukutshela izimali emabhenki ngawo, asikwazi futhi nokuthi mabe siyothenga as singama traders kube khona imali ezothiwa ile yehla ngokuba nakho khona le permit. Then ama-permit esinawo just awendawo esikuyona, just i-block esikuyona kuphela, ayikho enye into esiceleni ukuthiwa mhlawumbe siyasizakala ngayo. La emgaqweni kukhona abantu abadala, kukhona abantu abancane, abanye banama-BP, abanye pregnant for emgaqweni. Asinayo i-safety ekhona njengabantu abasebenzayo mhlawumbe ama-labor nje bawusebenza emafemini kanjalo. Lana asinayo indlela esikhuseleke ngayo. Uma ulimele la kuphela kubizwa i-ambulance, then uma kubizwa i-ambulance bese uhamba kwesibhedlela. After that futhi akukho okunye okuthiwa wena ukwazi ukuba mhlambe kukusize noma kusize abantwana bakho ngoba vele mawusuku la usuku sendaweni yokuba kufanele kudle ingane zakho.
UIF, hand in hand with government, are hosting public education awareness campaigns aimed at unemployed workers and non-registered workers. A UIF mobile van has also been implemented, so people don't have to travel far distances to the registration offices.
In South Africa, the panorama of social protection has a historical legacy whereby blue-collar workers and predominantly black workers were covered under provident funds, and white-collar workers, usually white workers, were covered under occupational pension funds. And today there is need to consider broader-based solidarity to include all workers, especially the most vulnerable. It's clear today that informal economy workers and vulnerable workers cannot be covered by dedicated schemes. The important thing is to trial a different mechanism and to progressively build the capacity to be able to adapt to the needs of different occupations.
Government has produced a social security discussion document for us to begin to engage society on how we fulfill this constitutional mandate to provide social security and the right to access social security. And I think the key aspect of this paper is that it moves away from what many regard as these modern forms of social security. This sort of takes the more traditional approach where it says that social security is a social compact, and there's this important need to have social dialogue around this matter for you to get it right and to make sure that this is what society wants.
This film was brought to you by the International Labour Organization in partnership with the Government of Finland and the Government of Flanders.